Eddie Van Halen came in and saw Bodies and Necks that we had. Some were seconds. And I gave him a couple of guitars. He gave us Credit, the first album they had.
I used this pretty much for all of our first Van Halen tour.
This was a movement that was starting to happen.
First guitars I bought with my own money that I saved up was a Charvel.
It was a cool thing to have a San Dimas Charvel being in England and stuff like that.
Well, Charvel, it changed the way the world built guitars, or the way customers viewed guitars.
Charvel was the brand that was starting to take over.
And it was done with a bunch of 21-year-old kids.
Wayne was probably the first person to actually cut the body and do everything himself in-house.
The big guitar companies like Fender and Gibson were going through kind of a bad period where they actually weren't making great instruments in the 70s and the 80s.
I went in and did some rough tracks for Appetite with that guitar, but that was the point when I really started missing having a Les Paul.
Well, if we get a guitar from there, we'll be able to sound and play like Eddie Van Halen. That's what we thought.
They kicked the guitar world square in the nuts.